1 million. How we got to 1 million people in roughly 90 days. I shoot professionally for companies and social media people. I shoot commercials, all kinds of crazy. I've literally traveled out the country to shoot a lot of great stuff. I told my team what we would be able to do numbers wise, and we tripled those numbers because at least we had a goal, right? So how did we get to 1 million people? Messaging. What is the message? What are we doing? What value are we going to add to their lives? How are we going to help them achieve their goals? What is it missing? Can we carve out a niche? Somebody's calling me. So, let's look at some of the numbers. We can add them up. You can see for yourself. And 1 million total, to be clear. So across all three boards, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, we've got 1 million people subscribed or following in some form or fashion. Our Instagram, Fit Bully Kennels, 138,000. Our TikTok, 740,000 followers. Our YouTube, let me see, manage this, 270,000 followers. Well, 7 plus 2 is 9 plus 100, just bare minimum. We're already at 1 million people. And I left and told the last company I was working with, I said, hey, I need to go and build this dog thing. And I no longer can participate or work with you, or anybody for that matter. And I told everybody else, I'm done helping you guys. Let me be very clear, sir. I never helped myself enough. I never did enough for myself. I never was better realistically for myself. And I'm not motivated the way people are motivated. Cars, clothes, money, and definitely hoes. That's not the thing that gets me going. Impacting someone's life is what drives me. And I've done that. And I didn't need to be in front of the camera to do so. But when I'm sitting around with some people who I believe are missing the bigger picture, not seeing their total value in life, I go, guys, if you keep the camera on me, I'll help change everybody's life, to say the least. And mind you, I couldn't even think what to do with $10 million, but I know how to get it. I know how to build that business and the infrastructure. So when you think of a brand does something very specific. And the value of that brand is based on its experience, your experience with it, right? So you think about Amazon. Amazon has better customer service than when you walk into a Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot, or sometimes even restaurants. How do you have better customer service and you technically never talk to anybody? That's crazy. The value of Amazon is bar none, to say the least. But then if you think about stores, there's a different clientele, as some of the people say over in different spaces. At Walmart, what's the difference between a Walmart shopper and a Target shopper? Well, the vibrance. Think about when you walk in Target, it's red, it's white, it's exciting. It feels exciting when you walk in there. You go to Walmart, you be like, let me go in this dingy place. But they do got them rollbacks. So you come in there for $2, you're like, I just spent $50 because they had all these opportunities for me to spend some more money and the stuff was cheaper. Why? Because the scale. Long story short, we hit 1 million plus people in under 6 months. I told my team at the beginning of this year, especially as we start getting into March and April, going into June, I said the next 6 months need to be critical. So I kept throwing it out there, critical, and nobody understood what critical meant. And even the company that I was working with, critical, and they didn't get us. And I didn't get some of the results that I was looking for in working with some of the people. So I said, fine, I'll do it myself. So when I put the gauntlet on. I'll do it myself, just like Thanos. I have to walk away from everybody, put people in position. And even in some degree, I told Jamarcus, who's behind the camera, I said, you could do it for that company what I was doing. They'll pay you the same price. He says, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'd rather figure this out and work alongside with you, because leadership is very important, right? And if you can't grow with somebody, you have to go away from that person. So how do we get to 1 million followers? For one, thank you all for subscribing, liking, supporting, watching. And I didn't think this was real. Be very honest in saying this does not seem real. It didn't make sense, because to me, social media is fugazi. It's make-believe. It's not a real thing. And now I've traveled. I've traveled to Atlanta. I've traveled to, where was I just at? Virginia. I've traveled to Cali. I've traveled a lot of places. And in these places, people are walking up and saying, hey, man, I love watching you with the dogs. I go, well, this is a real thing. Man, I ain't even got a dog. And I'm excited about what you do with your dogs. You're making me want to become a dog owner because of how fun you're making. And look, a dog is honest. So one thing I like is that people are seeing the truth, because if a dog don't listen, it don't listen. Some of y'all got dogs that don't listen. So, you're like, I don't know why. How you get them dogs? I spend a lot of time with them. But when you're trying to build your business, build your brand, connect the people, make sure your message is clear. Our values are based in care, honesty, and the most important thing to me is work. It just doesn't work unless we do the work. And if we don't care, it never works. And if we're not honest, then we're not going to change anything. So how do we get to 1 million followers? I'll be honest and saying I don't know. I told them by the time the pups left, we'd have 10,000 followers on Instagram. It's 138 now. The pups aren't even 4 months old. They just turned 4 months old. So that's in under 16 weeks. We got to 130-some thousand on Instagram. I told them we'd probably hit 250 by the time the pups left. You saw the 700,000. Pups left, but we still was over 5 and some change before all the pups left. That speaks value. I told them we'd reach 50,000 on YouTube. So guys, we've about 50,000. 50,000 be good on YouTube. 270 and some change. You go, wow. I can't make this up. I don't even know half, if anybody, to be clear. But clearly we're doing something right, and we have to do better. That's the beauty about it. Just like, guys, we got to do better. We got more work to do. So for one, to you YouTube people, thank you. If you're in the dog business, figure out your messaging. Make sure your business is not based around a one pony show, meaning one dog. Be bigger than your dogs and be better because of your dogs. Convey that message with clarity. Spend time, take care, love your dog. Show your processes and your procedures. You're watching Bam Bam and Cha Cha grow in some form of fashion in real time, and people are loving it. Each one of my dogs brings a new value to other people and their dogs' relationships. And I get the messages. So I hear, I see stuff. Last night, as the dude said, hey, I just want to show you my dogs, man. Now, I don't get it. At one point in time, that would seem weird to me. But what I'm understanding is that this is almost like people watching a painter at work. And in some form or fashion, as some presume me be some celebrity, I'm not. I'm just a guy who cares about his dogs and a few people around him and want to see everybody do their best. Some form or fashion, you go, I don't get it. Because I'm teaching to the best of my ability. I'm educating, I'm working with the dogs, we're spending time with the dogs, we're having fun. And they like it. They like it that much that they're watching everything, even people who don't have dogs. Baffling to me. But it's working for a reason. So, for one, this is a big thank you. We reached 1 million in under a year because I understood the importance of doing what I consider critical work. And we're just getting started. So stay tuned. Take care of your dogs. Thank you for watching. Work as hard as you can. Volume is one of the #1 things that helps you get there. But volume without quality is just a bunch of noise. And you know what happens when you hear a bunch of noise? You just want to turn off. So far, nobody's really wanted to turn us off. Not everybody likes us, and that's fair. I don't like everything. But people are asking for more, so we got more to give and more to do. Thank you guys for watching.